Hello, beautiful souls, and happy spooky season to all of you. Today I'm going to be using the Halloween Oracle as well as my Halloween Tarot. It is growing closer to Halloween, to Samhain. The veil is thinning between worlds, and I have been loving the energy recently. I've been setting up an ancestral altar, which has been absolutely lovely. What have you been doing? What have you been doing to celebrate the spooky season? We're leading up to Samhain. Okay, let's see. What is this card? We have the card of joy, rejoicing in the present. Interesting, as I was literally just saying, I was setting up an ancestral altar. A lot of people will think of ancestral work as past work. Some people do it for shadow work. Some people do it for hello cards. Some people do it for connection. I have been finding such wonderful joy in ancestral work because I've been able to make these connections to my past and my family, which I never even knew existed before, and it's allowed me to feel more connected and more at ease. So if you have not explored ancestral work or ancestral connections, it might be something that you would find joy in. But again, if not, what is it that you do find joy in? And allow yourself to really be present in that moment and experience the joy that the present moment can bring. Okay, lots of cards here. What came out first? The first card that came out was the Sun. Very interesting. Now, I know this sun doesn't exactly reflect the colors on this card, but this card looks like the sun. The bright yellows and oranges, the glow. It looks like the sun is behind her, and yet she's not backlit, like she's not in shadow. You can still see her, and yet there's this radiance coming from behind her. So we have the sun. We have some beautiful sunflowers and the creatures surrounding it. And everyone, even the little skulls, they all look so happy and fulfilled, just like the joy card represents. Then we have the Fool. And again, this is interesting because the Fool is a very lighthearted card. It's about taking risks, taking leaps, and going after what you're dreaming of, but not being afraid, not feeling worried about it, just trusting and going for it, feeling the joy in the experience. We have the Eight of Imps, which is a card of fast-moving energy, of action, of moving forward. Very similar energy to the Fool card. We have the Queen of Ghosts. Experiencing and allowing your emotions to come through and trusting that you will know what to do when the time is right. Now, before I flip over this last card, I am going to apologize for my dog snoring if you can hear him in the background. It's late, it's in the evening, and he's snoring. So let's see, what is our last card? The Seven of Ghosts. Look at that beautiful community gathering of ghosts, just so happy and content and joyful. For a bunch of cards based on Halloween, which could be spooky and scary and, perhaps negative in a way. We've pulled a whole bunch of cards with some very happy imagery, some very exuberant energy. I mean, look at this little ghosty here with the King of Ghosts. I don't know if I said Queen or King earlier. Is this going to focus? Let me help the camera out. There we go. Look at how happy that little ghost is. Just hanging out with the king. So what is it that you find joy in this autumn season? We have the Queen of Bats on the back. So this could be something that you're learning about, something that intrigues you, both on an emotional level, but also an intellectual level. Perhaps this is learning something new, connecting with information that perhaps seemed hidden before, but has always sparked your curiosity, has sparked joy in you. I feel like Marie Kondo with, what sparks joy? This isn't about minimalism or decluttering or anything, but it's the same kind of thing of just focus on what brings you joy. If something doesn't bring joy in the moment, in the present, then is it worth holding on to? The autumn season is a wonderful time to let go. You don't need to bring it into the winter with you. You can let go of it now. And as we move through autumn and as the veil, the other worlds thins, it could be time to release things that are no longer of this world and that you no longer need to hold on to. You can set it free and let it go on its merry way, right? Send it off with joy, especially if it's something that did once bring you joy. It doesn't mean that it needs to be a negative thing that you're letting go of, but it might just be something that you're not finding useful or finding this joy. As we get into the darker days and the longer nights, it's really important to focus on those things that bring us joy, that bring us pleasure, that bring us meaning. And I think that's, another thing that is so important about the autumn season and the harvest is just being grateful and being thankful and expressing the joy, like literally talking or, just at least acknowledging in your mind the things that bring you joy. Being thankful for, a hot cup of coffee or a hot cup of tea in the morning. I myself am a tea person, but let me know down in the comments. Are you a coffee or a tea person or other? But when you wake up and you have whatever beverage of choice in the morning, just be thankful for that. Just, hold your mug tightly in your hands. This is a candle, but pretend it's a mug and just feel the warmth that radiates off that hot cup of caffeinated goodness and just, I'm grateful for this moment. Little things like that. Now it doesn't have to be coffee, it doesn't have to be tea, it doesn't have to be a hot beverage, but being mindful of those little moments that bring you joy throughout your life, you'd be surprised how quickly the joy and the gratitude and the appreciation of those little things starts to open your mind to allowing joy to be experienced on whole other levels. It's true. It might sound corny. It might sound, cliche, but it's true. When you start allowing yourself to experience joy and just on the little things or the things that, would obviously make you happy, maybe you got your paycheck today. Like, I am so appreciative of this paycheck. I'm so appreciative of this money. Or, maybe you got, your Amazon order arrived. Like, thank you so much, universe, for delivering this thing safely to my home. Little things like that, when you can express gratitude for little things in your everyday life, it becomes so much easier to see gratitude and appreciation and joy in the bigger picture. So that is your message for today's tarot and oracle reading. Joy, rejoicing in the present. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please leave me a like, and I will see you in the next video. Love, light, and happiness to all of you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.